Welcome back to another MC-707 Groovebox tutorial. Alright, hit the subscribe, hit that like button, let's get going. So last time I was working on this. I had this bass. When I had done this little motif. Okay, well I want to start from fresh today. So let's do this. So I already have this. I got to stop it from playing. Let's press project. We're going to go over to new. You can use the arrows. You can use this. You can use this. So you can either use C4, your arrows, or your value to move it along. You can press the C4 button or enter. From here we're going to go to OK. That's going to bring up a new project. New project's going to automatically be defaults. Defaults here, you're going to have this pink for drums, which they call light red. You're going to have white for a tone track, but me, I'm going to start from fresh. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press the arrow up. I'm going to get up to the top here. I'm going to delete this tone track. Where you use C4, scroll down to delete, click on the C4 knob. Delete that track out. This drum track I'm also going to delete that, and then I'm going to actually start here, drum a comp, enter, that way I can change the color right away, change it to red. Like I said in my previous videos, I like to keep all my stuff either the same color and same kind of areas on my thing, that way no matter what I'm working on it's similar. So let's exit out of there. Now we got a drum with comp track right here with compression. Turn the reverb off on it. Okay, so what I'm really aiming to do here is I got a bunch of other equipment here too. And I have clean patches on everything. So I have a JDXA. That's just an empty patch. I got a Electron Octatrack. I also have a TR8S, and I also have an XOX box that's ran through a GT Pro for effects over there. But we're going to concentrate on the 707 for starters, and I want to work my way through a whole techno track with you guys here. And I will be using other equipment, but we're going to mainly stay on this machine. So for starters, let's go here. We got our drum started. Now let's go to shift sound over here. That brings us over to where our pad edit is. As you see, no matter what you press, it just changes which pad's lit. So I'm gonna, since I bought the machine, it's always been the kick, I'm gonna keep it the kick. That way I always know where the kick is. So there's that. I'm gonna press enter here. Now if I go press enter on instrument select, that'll bring me to pick whatever's inside the machine, or from a different project if I had something, or a wave file, for other words, if I have something in my sample bank. And I don't want to do that because I want to explore something that I want to try to experiment a little with that not a lot of people have gone into on this. So let's go into instrument edit. Over here you have your common stuff, so category E-kick, we're going to leave this as a kick, so yeah, electric kick. Level 120 is fine. Source key to fine tune's fine for right now. We can adjust that later when we want, so that way, because I always match my kick to my whatever I'm making. So I have with this one sample I really want to use, and that's in C minor, so I'm probably going to create this all in C minor so it matches that sample. Again, I could always change the sample too, but I'm going to do that. So we're not even going to mess with this yet. Let's build this kick first. So normally, so you have 4 different waves here. Right here is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. We got a filter, a P envelope, which is your pitch envelope, our frequency envelope, and your amp envelope here. So this right now by default is already is a 909 kick. So let's change it. I like that. That's got a little more thump. Ooh, that's pretty sweet too. Because it's a techno track, I'm going to want a longer kick. Alright, so let's do that. We'll save that right there. And also, if you notice, we have, it only has nothing on right. Now if I put something in the right there, because right now it works like it's mono, just being in the left like that. I didn't see if there was a mono button here or anything like that to switch it. But delay time, delay mode normal, sync, velocity range. Okay, this is fine. I'm okay with all that other stuff. So that one's fine. Let's go to our second one. So help if I turned it on, huh? So now you turn on the wave switch. Obviously I'm not going to run a piano here. Let's find our course tune. Let's knock it down into like 24. Let's see what 12 does. What I'm going to do here is I want to add a little more. That's pretty cool. Riffle that. I know this is going to get annoying quick, so I'll turn that down really low. There we go. Just a little bit of bass with it. That's pretty cool. I think that's it right there. Okay. Let's stop that so that way our ears don't fatigue real quick. So now we have this going. Now let's go over here. Now we're on a third. Let's make it stand out just a little bit, and let's go to wave group type. So we have this sample. So we could add a sample on top of this too if you really wanted, but you'd have to import it ahead of time. So there we go, we got this. I kind of like that, but I want a little snap on it. So let's go back in. Let's shift sound, enter, and let's add some snap to this sound too. So on 3, there's a bunch of percussions in here, basses. So one thing I Which the JDXA they had put was a knob to scroll through this stuff. Here we go. Here's a bunch of kicks and other things. Let's leave that there. Let's turn this on. So I mean, you could stack 4 kicks on top of each other if you really wanted. Oh, there we go, right there. That's pretty cool. I don't want it to stand out that much, so what we will do also is we'll scroll down here. Not our fine tune, not our depth. Where turn the wave gains -12. So why don't we turn that down? -18 is pretty good. Wave level, turn that down even better. Got a little bit like this industrial kind of kick. I kind of like it. Okay, so right there, built a layered kick now. Now I have a kick that I'm really kind of liking. So let's exit out of there. And obviously we have the 4 on the floor. I learned this trick from another YouTuber. Also, if we press function, well, first let's go to shift, measure, and let's make this thing not 32, but 128. Now let's duplicate it out. So it should play 128 bars of this kick. And I want on my last bar, take that last kick off. Just gives it that little area where you know, like, gives it a sign, hey, I've reached this endpoint. Either for a DJ or anybody else. That way, little thing. Also gives a little diversity in it. Alright. So let's record this in here. That. I'm not the best finger drummer, obviously it shows. I didn't even want to do that, so it's clear. Shut off the record. But it's easy enough to record like that way. If you are good at finger drumming and you prefer to just play it right into the machine, just press the record and play it right in. That's a real handy feature with this. But let's see. Let's see. And we're not going to leave this as slow. Turn that down just a bit so that way it's not fatiguing our ears. Alright, and tempo, let's bring this up. I want around a 140 for techno track. And I'm not even sure I really want this sound, so let's go shift sound. Again, the pad's lit, we press enter. Let's see what we got for instruments in here. Let's go to presets. So we're in claps already, which makes life easy. And let's go over here. I kind of like that. I don't want something that really stands out for this. Kind of like that gospel clap because it's got like a reverb sound to it. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Forgot to save it. Because I kind of want like a little bit of like an industrial sound here, so it is kind of cool. It's like, so we're gonna press that saves it in there. Let's go to our instrument edit, and 3, 2, 1. Only one is used. From here we can go down here, and I'm going to have, we have our wave pan switch and our alternate pan. So let's turn on delay modes, normal, that's fine. Delay times, quarter, velocity range, chorus tune. Switch. Oh, comment's what I was looking for, sorry. So I don't want a random pitch, but I do want random pan. So I turned the random pan up to about 15, and it's kind of like jumping back and forth a little bit. Let's turn this depth up. And I'm gonna make it to the right, so if I did something else in the same area, it wouldn't avoid it, so I know that like if I had somewhere else and I wanted it to pan on the other side, so it doesn't just hit the same ear, take up that space. Envelope mode, that's fine right where it's at, sounds good to me. Level's good, maybe turn it down just a hair. It's pretty good right there. Alright, nice. I'm okay with everything else. I really don't need to go in and change any of the envelopes or anything on it. So this I'm going to make into a hat right here. So let's go to, actually, so this is our closed hi-hat. Closed hi-hat. Let's go, let's do some triplets with these. Turn it down, that way our ears don't fatigue. That's one problem when you're building loops. It's real easy for you to sit here and your ears to just get tired from listening to the same thing over and over again. But in the same time, it allows you and lets you know that you want to add some variation to it. But techno is a very loopy genre. The one thing I am going to do now that I have these set up here, let's turn it up. Got Thierry. I like that 707. Alright, I'm okay with that. Let's stay with that. Press enter, we're back out. Exit here, exit. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of these and we're gonna hold that down. And I'm gonna move the start over about -7. Let's see how far, as far as it'll go, -50. So I'm going to go about -20 on each one of these first notes. And I don't care if it's exact. In fact, I don't want it to be exact. So I'm just going to get it right around -20. If it lands on 20, I'm okay with it. If it's close, I'm okay with it. I don't want everything to be exactly the same anyways. That'll make things boring. These little changes in here are really what keeps it from being total machine. So, I mean, it is total machine no matter what, I guess, but either way, we'll try to set things off a little differently so it's not exactly on the beat every beat. And some stuff you do want to be on the beat every beat, like your kick. I wouldn't be doing this with the kick unless I might add a little swing or something to it. But these little subtle changes you may not really hear yourself as much, but believe me, when your brain processes things, it's saying, all right, there's some change up here. You know, that's one thing, since I kind of, like in my background, like 20 years ago, I was making techno on groove boxes. And then I kind of was doing a little bit of like hip hop style production for a little while. And then I totally got out of it. And then come about 2 or 3 years ago, I went and I bought a JD XA because I've said, wow, I'm at a point in my life where I can afford to be back into music again. So I really wanted to get back into production and making something that I really like to do. So I did. So believe me, when the MC-707 came back, I was pretty happy. See, you know, I cut my teeth on a 307. But the one thing is we didn't have all these options in here, which is pretty sweet now. So here's that. So now, okay, the other thing we're going to do here is we're going to turn the velocity of all these first notes right around 75, so they're a little bit softer. This is nice, these little things here, pretty cool. Again, here we're building variance in our sound so it's not all the same closed hat every single time. Especially something like this, it's so repetitive over and over again. So giving it that little bit of alteration is pretty sweet in my book. And let's go here. Boom. There. And the one thing that I really also like to do, that I've been like, the more I give this machine thought and how it works, it's the idea of like building templates is like really key. I think like if you want it to be like, use this productively, just, I mean, like, to get things done quicker. The same with like anyone who has an Octatrack, who uses a lot of people do this, is they'll build they build templates. At least I do. I build project templates, so that way I can just go to that, and there I have a baseline already built. You know, when I was younger, you know, I had the 307. I took like, you know, it used to always be like I'd go to like a trance preset, and that'd be my starting point. Then from there, it kind of like I could change everything around to where I liked it from there. But you know, it kind of gave you a baseline. So if you're into like certain kind of music and that's what you plan on doing a lot, I mean, basslines would be probably a good idea. So also in this menu, so we have our starting point, our velocity. We have the mute. The mute is, again, it's like a conditional trig on the Octatrack. It just says what percentage of the time is it not going to play. So if you want it 50% of the time, you put it on 50. If you want it to be muted, if you want it to play 75%, you put it at 25. You have sub steps in here, so you could put in little sub steps, and then you have an endpoint also on here. So, all right. So there's that. Then we're gonna see this is at 100. We're gonna take the last velocity here, and we're gonna bring that up around 110, 112. That way we have it getting like a little bit louder each and every step. Again, feel free to make some a little bit less, a little bit louder, however you feel, you know what I mean? That variance, I feel, is like such a good thing. Unless you're looking for that like robotic every single time sound. I mean, sometimes it can be a good thing. That's what you're looking for. I mean, that's how you're gonna achieve it. To me, I feel like it's these little steps here that's gonna separate. It's that extra effort that you're putting in that's gonna really make your track stand out a little bit more than the next guys. Again, I'm no expert on this stuff. I mean, I just do it for fun, enjoy doing it, and I kind of like to share my mind thought with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos and stuff. If you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe. All right. And we're almost there. Let's see what she sounds like now. That's pretty cool. All right. All right, let's go back into our shift sound menu again. And we have our hi-hat. So right here in the bottom, we have our level, our chorus tune, our release, and our reverb. So I want to put some verb on this. Let's go into our reverb up here. So let's go to shift reverb. And let's see. Let me turn the level of that up. Let's go down here. Oh, that's still on beat per minute. Tempo button's on. Shut that tempo button off. Actually, let's go back to the Integra 7, but let's change it from a hall to I like a hall. But let's lengthen out this reverb. Density, diffusion, spread, and let's turn the level up on it. Alright, let's exit and let's go shift sound back in here. That's our closed hat. That's our clap. Let's turn the reverb up on the clap. And on our kick, I don't want any reverb on my kick. I want my kick to stand right out. I'm going to coarse tune my kick up 1. Well, I'm doing it in C minor, so I can just leave it there because I do believe Roland has everything. It's like C for its starting point. If I'm wrong, somebody please leave something in the comments. But that's as far as I knew it was that. So now we got something starting to come together here. Yeah, I like that. So let's see. I don't want a tambourine, I want a shaker, but I don't have a shaker here, so let's take our tambourine here and let's make that into a shaker. So I'll turn this down so we don't get fatigued again. Let's press enter, instrument select, presents. There's our shakers right there. And so where are we going to put shaker? Do I want to put it on 2 or 3? Let's put it on the middle step. Then we will shift the middle step over. There we go. Let's do 1 on all the way across, and then we'll put a little rest in on the end. Alright, now let's play some maraca. Kind of really like the sound of that. Alright, let's use that. Again, let's go over to our instrument edit and common. Let's go to our random pan depth. I'm going to move that up to 18 so it's kind of jumping back and forth. And remember how I moved the other one there? Let's go to the left with this one. So now it's opposite of that. Of that clap. So puts it kind of like in a different area, different space. I always like to think of, just remember when you're building anything, picture like your table and just picture a cube on it, because that's your sound space that you're trying to build. So you use reverb to push like your space back, like things back and forth in your space, like a lot of reverb. The more reverb, the farther away it'll seem, so it'll push it back. Bass sounds sit low, treble sounds sit high. So you're just building this big cube with all these little spots. And also you can fatten up sounds by like reverb and stuff too at the same time. or our chorus makes it seem bigger, so it'll take up more space. So that's pretty cool right there. I don't think we're going to be able to do all this in one video, so I think I'm going to do like a few videos doing this. But let's see. Trying to think what I want next. Maybe like a sound effect in there. Oh, shift sound. So let's do where the cowbell is. Let's get rid of the cowbell. I know I feel the need to get rid of the cowbell today. Sometimes I have the need for more cowbell. Not today. All right. So here's this. Press enter. Instrument select. We'll do our presets again, and percussion. So actually, let's get out of here. Let's go to our categories and let's go into FX. Different zaps. Ooh, white noise. No. Oh, I kind of like that. Gives it a little bit of atmosphere in the background. Let's see what 3 is. Little bleeper, bloop. I like this right here. Nope, not that one. I'm going to use this one, and I'm actually going to throw that. Let's see what if we throw that right in the beginning of each one, each measure. It's very faint in there, but it's in there. Let's see, back to our shift sound. Level's already up on it. Crank the reverb the heck out of it. Turn the release all the way out. Kind of like it right there. Kind of light, it's in the background. You hardly even know it's there. Alright, let's go back into this pad down here. And let's enter this and let's go to a present. I want back into effects. Ooh, let's see what we got for noise. Just for yayas. Bass body. Gotta.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Don't you love when your MC-707 talks dirty to you?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
No, not what I'm feeling. Hit it. sound effects. We got birds. How about a dog? Rain could work good, and like if you're trying to get that. Might use that rain. Rain and the seashore are pretty good. They're kind of like white noise though. Thunder might be good if you toned it down. You're looking for that gallop? There it is. Well, that's kind of cool. No, it'd be kind of nice if you could make like a separate drum track with like some of these effects to add in and out, especially on a techno track. But I think as far as like just a bass, like this being just a good basic starting point to build off of, I think we're in a pretty good shape here. Kind of weird to have a TV blip in the sound effects, I guess. Kind of want this one in here, so let's do that. But let's see. Pretty cool. I'm okay with that, but I don't want it that loud. So shift sound, turn it down, turn our level down. Let's adjust the release on it. That's pretty cool. I'm okay with that. Then you have the note sustain or sustain. If you turned it on to sustain, then it would just hold that note the whole time. After we put some delay on it. Alright, I think we're pretty good for like this video. Yeah, in the next video we'll add to this. We'll start another drum tracker. Maybe we'll throw in some like TB sounds into it. So we'll make this a part 1, and then we'll make it a series. We'll call it Making a Techno Track in MC-707. So hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked it. Sit back, make sure you hit that subscribe, press the thumbs up, ring the bell, that way you know when part 2 comes out. I might try to get part 2 out later today if I can. I don't want to sit on it too long. I know it's been a while since I put a video out, but I want to pick that up a little bit more. Sometimes it's kind of tough. I mean, I have kids, so I have a kid, so he makes it a little bit harder sometimes to get time to record. Alright everyone, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.